Okay, anyway, this is going to be a what was he thinking for the T-62A, guys? This is a pretty good game here. We actually got a Top Gun, a Mastery Badge, high caliber, the works. 5,800 damage done in this battle here. And it was really a good example of teamwork as well as thinking ahead a little bit and understanding the minimap and understanding what your allies could possibly do. I will point out a shout out to Starshield here from Otter. He worked with me very nicely on this match, and our T110E3, the Blue Moose. Thank you very much for allowing me to get that Top Gun there, but we'll go ahead and take a look here at this replay, and we'll run through it here real quick. This is on Live Oaks. This is the Northeast spawn, and obviously tier 10 match. We're on a T-62A, but we're going to start out by actually going south here. I can see from our team and the enemy team that there's a really good mix of tanks. So as we cut through the opening here, we can go ahead and take a look that there's a lot of tank destroyers on their side, not as many on our side, but again, just this whole mix of tanks really plays out well to us being able to work around the south side here. If it was a lot heavier strat or team makeup, I would say that it'd be something different, and if it was a lot lighter team makeup, then I would probably not even go south at all. But this map was recently covered by the Wargaming guys on the Map Mondays, and like they said, there really is kind of a meta shift where you'll see heavy tanks down south here, and we actually saw an IS-7 pop up here, and I'll pause this here real quick because here he is, he's just popping up again, and we really don't want to fight out with an IS-7 in this kind of terrain. He already has bad mobility. The IS-7 naturally has really bad mobility or maneuverability in itself, but our 62A, when it gets into swampy ground, is not going to have as much of maneuverability either. So it's really going to kind of level the playing field where if I try to take this guy on in an enclosed area in the swamp, it's not going to pan out well for myself. So I'm driving around here trying to figure out where this IS-7 is going to go, and here we see a 5100 light up as well, and that just makes me turn around here real quick, and I'll go to free cam here real quick, and we'll see what tanks we have here with me. We have the T110E3, a Scorpion that's kind of close, but he's still out of the fight a bit. The KV-4 and two other tier 8 tanks. So that's not really something that you want to engage a tier 10 head on with. So I'm going to back up here and actually help this E3 and this KV-4 Kreslavsky, which is the new Clan Wars premium tank, to take out this 5100. So we light up the 5100 here again. We can see on the minimap that the Scorpion G is coming around a bit more here, and he's actually going to help us out with this 5100 a little. By first setting him on fire, the E3 is going to hit him, ram him a bit, and he goes down to 10 hit points, so I just throw a shot into him here and get this first kill. And after this, we see real quick that a Bat Chat has lit up down the tracks, and he is actually shooting our Scorpion G, which is why he lost 400 hit points there. And we look over here at our medium tanks dealing with this IS-7 because he is the next big threat. So we're going to actually help these guys with him a little bit. Unfortunately, the terrain keeps us out from this fight quite a lot, and I'm only able to get in about 2 or 3 shots on this guy. So here I see the T110E3 moving over to actually help with the IS-7. So what I need to do now is I need to cover him from that bat chat that we saw earlier, and also look out for any other enemy tanks. So we see that there's going to be a T-28 Proto coming up here, which he just kills the Scorpion G, which is why he lights when he fires. So we're actually going to shoot to take him out, since we no longer see the bat chat, who's possibly reloading at this point, but we don't know exactly how many shots he's fired. Here we see Starshield and his KV-4K moving up on the T-28 prototype, and our Mod 1 Patton KR and T-110E3 just took out that IS-7. So we're going to press this guy really hard, since he is just a tier 8, but he is a tier 8 tank destroyer with a 120mm gun. So right now we're really trying to keep our hit points. As we take a look, we have 2 kills to their 4. And if we look up in the city on the mini-map here, we can actually see there's a heavy concentration of enemy tanks in the city compared to our 5 or 6 tanks that we have up there actually able to help each other out. So we need to hurry and we need to win the south here. So this is going to be crucial as to planning what I need to do down south here and how aggressive I need to be. Now, what I'm doing right here after I get lit by this Batchat 25T is I'm trying to get the Artie to miss his shot. We haven't seen an Artie round come in lately. We haven't seen the Artie get a kill yet. So we don't know exactly where he's looking. So what I need to do here is just plan ahead and be cautious about dealing with this artillery. So I'm trying to maneuver around a little bit and get him to miss his shot if he is so looking this way. And we see Star Shield over here on our left. He actually shoots this T-28 prototype, and we can see this T-28 prototype is starting to actually look away. And as he does, we're going to go in for the kill. And that's going all back to teamwork. 2 tanks working together are always greater than 1. Okay, so the Artie just hit Star Shield back here in his KV-4K, so we know that he fired. Now he is definitely not going to shoot us, so we're peeking up here. We're looking for him, and we see him right here, and I just take him out with these 2 nice shots as he's trying to run away. But here we see the Batchat light up again, and he actually bounces on our tank and it ricochets away on this nice T-62A turret that's really strong, especially in hold down position. So I'm going to let Star Shield here know that he's fired at least 2 rounds. Now the odd thing right here is that I noticed he was backing up. It's kind of hard to tell, but you could see his icon back or moving away slowly. So that means one of 2 things. He's either out in that he didn't clip earlier, or he may be retreating to clip again. So that thought is going through my mind right now, that it's possible that he is clipping. And we don't see him actually come out here again to light up, and we just heard Star Shield fire in his KV-4K, and he's not taking any shots in return. So this Batchat is full-on hide mode, which to me throws up a red flag and says he's probably reloading. So what I'm going to do here next is actually I'm going to move forward undercover here as best as possible to go and find this Batchat 25T, because I firmly believe that he's reloading. And I know the area of the map back here well enough that I know I can get around some buildings with my somewhat decent maneuverability on the T-62A. Now the Batchat does have better mobility and somewhat similar maneuverability. But we see here, here's the Batchat, and I'm just auto-aimed on him as I come around this corner, because auto-aiming on this guy right here into the back is a great chance to either set him on fire or hit his ammo rack as they're stowed respectively in the back here. So I shoot him and he's just running. So at this point I am 100% sure he's reloading. He either fired only 2 rounds or he fired enough rounds to want to reload. But we have Star Shield over there in his KV-4K and myself both shooting at this guy. I think Star Shield lands a hit here as this Batchat is dancing around, and then I'm able to actually go in and get the kill shot on this guy. Still auto-aimed at this point, obviously. And here we go, we take him out. And we did take a shot from the Batchat as he reloaded, but no harm, no foul. We're still up at about 1,500 hit points. We'll speed this up here a little bit for you guys here. But so in chat, and I know you guys can't see this, this Batchat does say yes, he was reloading. It was a bad time to reload 4 shells, and that goes really hand in hand with these auto-loading tanks. You're really going to watch out when you want to reload and when you don't. Now take a shot here full on the move at about, how far away is this guy? This guy is 355 meters away. Now this T-62A is actually really well known for its on the move accuracy. It's probably one of the better tier 10 medium tanks for doing this, so I will often take shots on the move from decent distances in this tank. The shell speed on this gun is very high for the APCR, so you have to do very little leading. But we're actually going to start picking apart this T-57 Heavy here, and we see the Scorpion lights up, and he unfortunately gets a shot into us, knocking us down to about 50% hit points. But I'm in a good position. Their Artie is down. I don't have to worry about that. I know I have a really strong turret. And what I was doing right there was I was just typing to the Batchat again. that he was acting like he was clipping. If you guys were curious about that, there wasn't really anything as to why I was backing up that much. Here we see Starshield and his KV-4K take out that Rheinmetall that shot at us earlier that was sitting behind the hill, and we still see this T-57 heavy tank, so we're going to take some more shots at him while we're still mostly hauled down. Now the terrain here is a little bit of an optical illusion in that there's a lot more of the rolling hills than you would think. This tank's probably 6-7 feet tall, and that would make each of these hills probably about a 12-foot difference. So you could like really effectively go hold down with a really tall tank in here, but we luckily have our 62A that's has a good profile, and again, that really nice turret. We take another snapshot at this 57 to see if we can hit him again, but I don't believe we do. So we're moving up here, and really, right now we're trying to reestablish contact with the enemy without putting ourselves into too much danger from their shots. So working like this, we're trying to get our spot check, which is in the middle of the tank, lined up with as tall as the commander's hatch is. We're trying to get that up over the hill, and as we actually come around this hill, we see this Jagdtiger here, and he's actually looking over here at Starshield and his KV-4K, which is lucky for us because that allows us to get in 2 shots before he's ever looking at us. Just remember, every tank has to aim, and what we're doing right here is a little bit of a twofold action. We're working to get shots on this guy, and you guys can see where I'm aiming right here on his hull, right in front of his driver. Because a Jagdtiger with a damaged engine or dead driver is a dead duck. We can't really pen his superstructure without using premium rounds, but I know I can get through his hull with these APCR rounds. And you guys heard the critical buzzer right there, which means that we probably just took out his driver. And this back and forth motion really affects a player in making these accurate shots. So he's sitting there watching my tank as it's going back and forth, but if I vary that enough, we'll see him either completely miss or not get in good shots, like he just bounced off my turret. This guy's gun, the Jagdtiger's gun, definitely has a good amount enough pen to go through my turret if he hits the right spot. But if I make those right spots really move around, he's going to have a really bad chance of actually hitting that. So he's just fired, and I take that last little bit of an aim shot and knock him out. We're going to speed this up a little bit. We're at 5 kills right now. We see that we have a full health T-110E3, a really messed up Mod 1, and Starshield's over here not looking that great either, but I'm still really healthy, and I know that I can really mess these guys up. We just lose the Mod 1 to the Scorpion G, so I reload an HE round, and I let the team know that I'm going for the top gun, which the T-110E3 says, yeah, okay, go for it. And I say I'm going to go for the Scorpion. So we go up here with the Scorpion. I'm sorry that was on 2-speed there. But we go up here with the Scorpion, and I had a shot on the Scorpion there, but I did hit a destructible object, and the HE round exploded, never making it to the target. But we see right here, the Scorpion is a one-shot to no matter what round I use. So actually, if you want to load a standard AP or APCR standard round here, that's just fine. I loaded an HE round because he was sitting at about 500 hit points, which is not enough for me to one-shot. But we take a look here, he is directly behind this building, and he thinks, if we back up here as we approach and come in and just take a look at him, he thinks that I'm not going to come through the building. He thinks at first that I'm going to come around the building, but as we start to approach the building, he realizes that I'm just going to come through, which is exactly what I do. I just go straight through the building, auto aim on him, which is why I was looking down so much from a zoomed out position, and just put a round into him, which kills him before he ever has time to react. If you're assaulting somebody like this, I would definitely suggest just going straight through a destructible object, because it'll usually give you the advantage in reaction time. Now with him dead, we're looking back here at the T-57 Heavy and the T-110E3, and the 57 Heavy is a 2-shot for us, but I know that he can kill our T-110E3 if he gets around on his side or rear. So I'm really trying to go over here and save this T-110E3 from this guy, and I get around into him, but then the Arty just kills him. So it was a really great game here. We didn't miss too many shots. We took some blind shots that missed, obviously, but we really worked together well as a team with our allies here. So great example of a great match. We nailed down another ace badge, taking it up to 221. And again, a real great shout out to the Blue Moose and Star Shield for their great teamwork in this match. Thank you everybody for coming along. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and you will get notifications of when we make videos like this, when I get them uploaded, and when I'm live on Twitch. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and lay them in the comments section, and I will respond to them in turn. Have a great day.